A Kultured Kast has been created for entertainment and educational purposes. The advice given are opinions of our host and not of medical advice. The podcast is not a substitute for direct, personalized, professional medical care and diagnosis. Exercises and dietary advice mentioned should be discussed with your physician or personal trainer to find out what is best for you. This episode of the Kultured Kast is brought to you by Sun Emporium with two great locations here in Barrie, Ontario. Look them up at sunemporium.ca. All right, everybody, welcome to our kickoff episode of the Kultured Kast, a podcast featuring Big Papa Mike, Mac, CJ Fitness and ProFit Performance Training, otherwise known as the big guy, the pretty boy, and the old man. A podcast specializing in health, wellness, performance with a heavy dose of controversy and humor. All episodes will be a point-counterpoint basis, and we're going to cover multiple of topics, including performance-enhancing drugs, steroids. Is it the average guy versus the athlete, and the steroids versus supplements? New Year's resolutions, are they realistic or are they a pipe dream? Physical fitness and cancer recovery, like is it beneficial or is it mind over matter? A spicy topic, physical training, so weightlifting v bodybuilding v CrossFit. And then another controversial topic, fad diets versus eating clean versus eating disorders. So on to the intros. On my far right, you got Jeff Big Angus Burger McGillivray, right? Father of two special human beings, recently engaged. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Personal trainer at Athletic Culture. Previously worked at a group home for special needs teens as a residential counselor. Recovering addict himself. Recently celebrated 11 years sober of drugs on New Year's Eve. Congratulations, pal. An all-around good guy. To my immediate right, Corey Little Wiener James. Sorry about the middle name, pal. That's embarrassing. Kids, unknown. Boyfriend, diehard Cowboys fan, personal trainer, Athletic Culture, believer LeBron over at MJ. Exceptional athlete, trains lower body on the 32nd of each month, and comes in at a whopping 5'2.5" tall. Then you have myself. I'm the narrator and host, Todd, past my prime Sloan. I'm a phys ed grad from the McMaster University, a fitness expert of 35 years. I'm a girl dad, stepdad, papa, husband, friend, ex-athlete with two new knees and a lover of laughter. So let's get right into it, boys. We're going to do some controversial topics. The first one is, what diet or form of exercise is best to lose weight?
Form of exercise, I think it's just physical activity in general. And diet, it's calories in, calories out.
Calories in, calories out. Garbage in, garbage out.
I agree with that. Calories in versus calories out. I don't like the word diet, obviously.
I like that too.
Obviously, when you're starting to work out and you want to make a change, you want to change your lifestyle completely. Diets, I might believe if you're going on a trip and you want to look a certain way for maybe a week or so, you might want to diet for that short period of time. But especially like when I'm working with clients, I would rather preach a lifestyle change. Calories in versus calories out. And once you've consistently changed your nutrition and you combine that with a consistent workout plan, you're really going to start seeing consistent results.
Yeah, you know what? And when I was a trainer for many years, I used to tell my clients that diet was a swear word. Like, get on a meal plan, get on a clean eating plan. Yeah. Diet has such a negative connotation. Yeah. And it's sort of like, I think we would all agree, when you talk to your clients about don't weigh yourself. Like a scale is only a relationship with gravity. It doesn't tell you muscle mass, skeletal weight, water weight, organ weight, anything along those lines.
Unless you use the scale at AK.
Unless you use the scale. That's right.
I don't even like the word diet. And I tell clients as well too, like I've met so many people that, they come in the office and maybe we're doing a consult and they say, yeah, you know what, I've tried Jenny Craig, I've tried keto, I've done this, I've done that. And I just kind of say to them, like, how long are you actually going to be keto for?
Yeah, it's all about sustainability.
Like if you're like sustainability, right?
Sustainability. If you're 25 years old, are you really going to tell me that by the time you're 60, you're still keto?
Yep.
And I don't know, maybe is that like, I don't know anyone that could be keto for that long. So what happens is as soon as you kind of get off that diet or that way of eating, your body's going to go right back to the way it was before.
Yeah, and I think diet is a marketing term. If you look at all those names that you just said, they're always ended the South Beach diet, 90-day diet, beach diet. It's a marketing term.
Yeah.
If you say meal plan, then people are going to go, oh, that's boring. I'm not going to buy that. But if you're typing in best diet for New Year's resolutions, you're not punching in best meal plan because you're not going to find anything.
People want results quick.
That's right. Well, they want the magic wand.
Exactly.
Right?
30 days. And that's what you'll see with all these companies. They're always offering up a 30-day diet to lose a certain amount of weight.
That's right.
And you would probably agree too, like if someone goes on, say, Jenny Craig or Weight Watchers, they can probably have someone lose more weight in a month than me and you training them, right? But what happens is you fall in love with their product because, you lose 30 pounds in 30 days. And then you're like, awesome, your product worked. Thank you. Now I don't need Weight Watchers anymore. So you get off of it.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
Right.
You start going back. But then you say, oh, you know what? That was such a good product that worked well for me before. I'm going to go back to it. So now you're spending that money again on the Weight Watchers or the Jenny Craig.
You know what I don't like about those either? I don't like the fact that I'm buying your expertise. Oh, but by the way, you got to buy my food too.
Yeah.
Why can't you just tell me what portion size is what time of day and
because the thing is with them is it's a weight loss clinic. It's not a fat loss clinic.
No, that's right.
And that's what people forget, fail to realize.
That's a great point.
You're eating such a reduced amount of calories. Like there's one place in Barrie, I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name.
No, don't say the name.
But they offer meal plans, but you're eating 900 calories a day.
Yeah, that's not sustainable.
It's
what are you going to do, lie in bed and blink all day? That's all you're going to do.
lose all this weight.
Yeah.
It's muscle.
Yeah.
Right. On top of some of the fat. And then at the end of it, they're like, all right, now pay us for us to build you back up.
That's right. Yeah.
And we're like, oh, wait, no, we've paid so much money. Why would we do that?
Well, there's also the misconception that person steps on the scale at the end of the month. They're like, oh my God, I'm so much healthier. No, you're not. No. You're actually way worse than you were at the beginning of the month.
Yeah.
But someone that's not knowledgeable about health and fitness and nutrition wouldn't even know that.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Second topic, more important. Is peanut butter healthy?
Is peanut butter healthy?
I love peanut butter.
Yeah. Consensus?
Yeah, I think there's a healthier versions out there. Yeah, all
so
natural.
You're the
peanut
boring
butter.
guy, the one guy that buys that.
No, I don't want to use that.
Yeah, I'm Kraft smooth all the
Oh,
way.
me too, baby.
Actually, it's so funny that like this week, I bought jam because sometimes I'm just craving peanut butter and jam because I'm 12 years old. Because I'm a child.
You're a prepubescent.
So I've been eating those all week.
Okay. Is stretching and warm up essential? Because I'm going to preface your answers with the fact that we're seeing a lot of new faces in January at the gym. And I see people walk in and they walk in the change room and boom, they're right down and they're doing what's first on their. So who's giving them this program?
Yeah.
Am I wrong, or do you guys believe that warm up is essential?
I don't think it's essential.
You don't?
I don't.
Okay, so you're wrong. Corey, do you have an opinion?
I don't necessarily warm up at the start of every workout. Do I go right in and start piling on weight?
So you have a warm-up set.
I have warm-up sets.
Right,
yes.
into your working sets.
Yes,
okay.
exactly.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Fair.
I don't necessarily, and I don't think people are wrong for warming up, right? Yeah. Everyone's got their own routine and what they like. I think that if you go to the gym and you do everything that you're like supposed to do, you'd be there forever. Right? Like you go in, you warm up, you do your workout, and then you want to stretch, and then you want to work your core, you foam roll for mobility,
I guess
and then cardio. Like
my point of view with that is if I'm new, Todd's new to the gym, and I get a program I think is right, and I just go right to it.
Yeah.
The odds of me ending after 3 or 4 days because the DOMs are so high and I'm so sore because I didn't warm up or cool down, I think are much, much higher.
Yeah.
I think a beginner, you can go ahead and do a warm-up set into your working sets.
Yeah.
I say that to someone that's being a gym, they go, what?
Oh yeah, I think, well, it depends on like the experience they have. No previous workout experience.
Right.
They got to ease into it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And their workouts would be completely different than ours.
Yeah,
I would tell them to do a full body one to ease into it instead of just like a push.
At least muscle specific.
Yeah.
Right. If you're going to do lower body, I won't talk to you. You don't know that. If you're going to do lower body, then do some warm up stretches of your hams, your quads, your calves.
Yeah. Hip flexors.
Hip flexors, hip extensors, even your adductors.
Yeah.
Just like a general, and then get into it.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm just saying it's going to prolong.
So some of my clients I do that with, and then other clients I feel that they don't need to do that with.
Yeah.
And we just do warm up sets.
And if you have a client that maybe they're like an online client or someone that you've given them a program to do on the days that they're not with you.
Yeah.
It should be in the program. Hey, your first 2 sets are a warm up set.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you should never give someone the impression, like you said, to just go right into a heavy set. Right.
No, I
see guys do that at the gym all the time. They'll walk in and add on like 3 plates of onto the bench and they do a couple sets. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, they should go to the idiot corner. Like it's ridiculous.
Guys who go straight to heavy weights during their sets skip foreplay.
You posted that once. That's right. 3 pump wonders.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 pump jumps.
what is more important? Cardio, weight training, or a combination of both when referring to weight loss? And the reason I'm talking about weight loss is we've done a couple shows. You're going to do a show. We're all fairly bigger guys. I'm talking about someone, again, that's new to the gym, new to like their default, their go-to is, there's the treadmill. I'm going to the treadmill.
Yeah.
Because they're terrified to go anywhere else.
Right.
So we need, I believe, to educate people that, whoa, it's not all cardio.
It's
As a
not
matter
all
of fact,
cardio.
it can be detrimental to just do cardio.
People don't understand how important weight training is.
Yeah.
Anytime
Weight training
that
is essential.
Anytime that someone comes to me and says, "Hey Corey, like, what is the quickest way for me to lose weight?" I say, build muscle.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Right. If you're doing too much cardio, your body kind of goes into like that catabolic state, and you start breaking down muscle. And the smaller amount of muscle that you have, the lower your metabolism gets. The lower your metabolism gets, you're putting on weight, right? So actually, sometimes it can have a reverse effect.
Yep.
But I mean, if you can put on some muscle and metabolism goes up, and I think especially as you get older, because our metabolism is naturally going down.
Yeah.
Weight training.
Fall asleep. I'm so old.
Yeah, literally. Weight training becomes more essential as you get older, right? But I've run into people before that said, "Hey, you know what? Like, I'm 45 years old. Like, I just thought that I was too old to build muscle." And like, it's little comments and things like that you hear sometimes from people that really let you know how uneducated that person is.
Yeah. 100%.
So I think you nailed it when you kind of said, like, so many people think that if they want to lose weight, cardio's the immediate place to go.
Yeah.
And that's because that's what they've grown up learning.
And it's
that's what they
it's a
instill in
safe
us.
zone in a gym.
Yeah.
It's a safe zone. Everyone knows how to do it. Work a
Everybody's
treadmill or a
intimidated
bike.
by weights.
That's right.
I don't want to get
100%
big and
there.
bulky. How many times have we heard that?
That's right.
But
Okay.
with weights, like weights will help us live longer. Cardio will help us live healthier because it's good for our hearts. It's good for our bodies. So if you can combine those two, one for weight loss, one for overall health, you're going to have optimal health, not just one or the other.
And one of my pet peeves too is like sometimes I'll even go on the stairs and someone's like, "Why are you doing cardio? You don't need to lose weight." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm trying not to croak by the time I get to 30. Like, it's still good,
It's
for,
good
your
for your
heart.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. So last one on this topic or this group of topics, because it's January, is it better to lose weight quickly or slowly? Now, I know the answer, but I want to hear it from you guys, what you tell your clients, how you educate the people that are paying you money to train them.
Slowly.
Yeah.
Sustainable.
Now, correct me if my numbers are wrong because I didn't do any research. I'm just going by old school. You should not lose any more than 2.5 pounds a week.
Yeah, 1 to 2 pounds a week is the healthy range.
This is the healthy range.
Yeah.
But if someone's overweight and they're just starting out, that number can increase just because they're not, used to
body's in
physical
shock.
activity and eating in like a healthier nutrition standpoint. But yeah, ideally it's 1 to 2 pounds a week.
Okay.
I always say, like, the more fit you are, the harder it is to get more fit, right? So by
Yes
that,
and no.
by
Okay.
that, I mean, if I have someone who's trying to lose 100 pounds, right, I'll tell them to walk to the other side of the gym and back, and 3 of them will be gone. But, if you tell Jeff to, put on however many pounds of muscle, like, it's going to be a lot harder for him to do that than someone that's just starting to work out and to lose their first 5 pounds.
Okay, so throw another number. What's the average, and it will be different for all three because we're all different statures, how much lean body mass you can actually put on. So I say that someone gets on our in-body 578 AK,
Yeah.
and it says, listen, you need to lose 10 pounds of percent body fat, or body fat percentage-wise, and you need to gain 5 pounds lean body mass. Well, those are two totally different timelines.
Yeah.
And people don't get that.
They don't.
Right? They just like, okay, well, hold on. That's the number I need to get to. Well, no.
Exactly.
I did a scan of a young lady about a month ago, and it said you need to lose 5 pounds of fat and gain 5 pounds of muscle. Well, she's like, look at me. I'm like, well, I'm not going to use the term, but you're not a healthy weight. The system is saying to you, you're at a great weight,
Yeah.
but you just need to reproportion.
The ratios.
Yeah.
That's right.
Body composition.
Right. So lean body mass,
Harder.
a pound to 2 pounds a month. And that's if you're lifting heavy. Or do you believe?
I think
it varies
that's even
per
harder.
person.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's taken me, when I first started training, I was 160 pounds.
Right.
10 years later, I'm almost 100 pounds heavier.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So
that's going up and down.
that's going up and down.
That reminds. So the first time I came out of doing triathlons and marathon running, and my wife and I decided to do a fitness show. I'll never forget the trainer. He goes, "All right, take off your shirt." And I took off my shirt. And he went, "Oh, Like because I was a runner's physique, a triathlete's physique, right?
Yeah.
And he said, "Do you have 18 months?" And I'm 18 months. I go, "What are you talking about?" Like, I'm in great shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in great shape for triathlon.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not in great shape for getting on stage for
Bodybuilding.
well, it wasn't. But I ended up doing bodybuilding, but it took me 18 months to go from 178 to 258 to back down to 190 on stage. People just think, oh, all right, just go on stage and
Yeah.
But gaining lean body mass is
It's hard.
much more
It's
difficult
way
than losing
easier to
percent body
lose
fat.
weight than to gain weight.
Yeah.
And a healthy weight.
And then you're also asking yourself about that person, how consistent they are with everything else.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Oh,
that's
100%.
assuming that you're going to the gym, 5-6 days a week, eating properly the entire
Well,
time.
let's play on that. What percentage? Again, if I'm 25 pounds overweight, or I need to lose 25% or 25 pounds of body fat, what percentage of importance is laid on my meal plan versus my workout? What do you tell your clients?
I tell my clients that, you can. I know that my clients are crushing their workouts in the gym when they're with me because they're in there, we're killing it. I know that. I have obviously very little control of
What they do outside.
the gym.
Yeah.
And I know you had some numbers
What's
that
your
we've talked
percentage for
about.
that?
So
Let the
if
people know.
there's somebody training with us 3 days a week at an hour per session,
Yeah.
that's 1.7% of their
Hours in a week. Yeah.
right? So, you got to look at what you're doing for the other, 98.3%.
That's right.
So yeah, if you're crushing your workouts, but you're eating like crap the rest of the week, we're not going to really see consistent results. You might get stronger.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely get stronger.
Right. Yeah. Anyways, but and you could be crushing the meals and, have crappy workouts. You're still not going to get the results that you want. It's kind of when everything kind of comes together and consistently.
But we need to educate average Jane and average Joe that it's above 80% on you.
Yeah.
Like I've fired clients before.
I
I
have
had a
too.
client walked in with a bag of McDonald's when I was just about, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't want a trainer. You just want to tell people you have a trainer.
Yep.
Right? And I wrote the check back and gave her money. Very angry at me. But at the end of the day, if you're not going to put the workout in another 98.3% of the time, why am I putting in the work at 1.7%?
Exactly. And then on top of that, like I've had clients at my previous job where at the end of their package, they're like, well, why didn't I lose weight? Like, why am I not ready for the beach? And I'm like,
And I'm like, we don't have that kind of time.
We do 30-minute sessions and you show up 10 minutes late every session.
Right.
That cuts us down to 20.
Yeah.
You haven't warmed up. You haven't done anything. And outside of that, you always come back and tell me what you drank and ate on the weekend. Say,
That's right.
oh, I feel so guilty.
That's right.
So
That's
don't
right.
point the finger at me.
No. Well, let's
You know,
also
and-
point the finger at gyms that do 30-minute sessions.
Well, people also, I think in this day and age don't want to take accountability for a lot of things
Nobody.
too.
Well, that's why they hired you. No,
Yeah.
I'm
No,
serious.
no, I know.
They don't want to be held accountable.
I know.
They want to hold you accountable
Yeah.
for their lack of results.
They think if I have a trainer, I'm getting fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, it's sort of the hero and zero as a personal trainer. People think personal trainers is an ideal job and a glorious job. It's one of the hardest jobs in the world. If you have the life-sucking energy of a client, you have at 2 o'clock in the morning of 11-hour day, trust me, that can take you to worlds you never want to be in.
Well, look at the turnover rate of personal trainers.
Right?
Right.
And
Everyone
the
thinks,
turnover rate, sorry to interrupt, Jeff, but the turnover rate of clients to a trainer, I think is directly reflective of that trainer.
oh, absolutely.
But the turnover rate of trainers is because it's so difficult.
It is.
It's an extremely difficult job.
Because you don't get paid hourly. You get paid per session.
Yeah.
And in order to build your clientele, you have to be in a gym and make your face known and make
That's right.
make who you are known.
That's right.
And the only way to do that is to be there.
Yeah.
And you're not necessarily getting paid.
100% agree. Okay, boys, yes or no? Ionized or oxygenated water?
No.
Nope.
No. Just drink water.
Just regular
Stop.
water. Can't do anything.
Full stop. Milk? Yes or no?
I kind of like milk.
Corey.
I don't drink milk myself.
Right.
Growing up, I was lactose.
Oh, that's the height issue.
That's
okay.
my
That's why
bones
it's so
didn't, my
small.
bones
Now we
didn't
know.
fully
Kids
get to
drink
develop.
milk.
Yeah. Chocolate milk, 100%.
Okay.
Oh, I get that.
Yeah. Because I'll tell you, we're the only animal on Earth that drinks milk after the rearing period.
Mm-hmm.
We're the only animal on Earth that drinks milk from another animal.
Yeah.
Why?
Wow.
We don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just marketing.
Oh, yeah.
Vitamin D, you need this, you need calcium for your bones. Eat some broccoli, a head of broccoli, right?
Yeah.
Like eat
yeah.
a steak, like stop.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I just like the taste of it.
Yeah, so I wasn't talking about like, do we need it?
Yeah.
But do we want it?
But it's a marketing ploy.
Oh,
and
God,
if
yeah.
anything, there's a lot
think
of
the
detriment to
commercials,
drinking
like
milk.
the commercials back in the day, how they used to have that catchy song, "Drink milk."
Oh, buddy, I grew up that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't had a glass of milk in my adult life since I had my first daughter. And we couldn't get past the mucus in her. We couldn't figure it out. We thought she was always sick. And one of my best friend's wife at the time said, well, how much milk does she drink? I'm like, 2 or 3 glasses. She's like, what? Cut it out. Literally the next day.
Well, do you eat cereal?
No.
You don't eat, do you
no,
eat cereal?
No one in our house eats cereal.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, peanut butter and jam.
Yeah.
You go home
I don't
and have your Fruit Loops.
I don't eat cereal.
He's got the child's diet.
I don't eat cereal.
He's got the child's meal plan.
Okay, low carb diets to lose weight, yes or no?
No.
No, beautiful. Do carbs make you gain fat?
No.
Okay, you can stay. All right, weight training for fat loss. This is where I was trying to take that last question. This is where I think we need to educate people that just run up to the treadmill and go on it for 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
You have to train resistance training to lose weight.
And, primarily, I think the type of people who go to cardio machines are women, right? Because a lot of them do find
inexperienced guys too.
100%. But usually it's people who are intimidated by the gym and by weights.
Yeah.
And what they're not realizing is that by doing all that cardio, you're depleting your body.
You're eating away your lean body mass.
Exactly.
Do you think that when people come into the gym, they go right to the cardio equipment? Maybe subconsciously they know that weight training will benefit them, but they don't know how to do that on their own, so they just go to the weights? Or do you think?
I mean, they go to this.
So they just go to the treadmill, or do you truly believe that there's people out there that honestly think as soon as they start lifting weights, they're going to get big and bulky?
Well, that's where I was going with that. Yeah. The women aspect is that it's been so ingrained in them in the last however many decades that weightlifting will make them look masculine, bulky. And that's not the case, but that's why I think they go to the cardio machines because it's been so ingrained.
I don't think we're doing our job as a gym and as a company. If people are going and they're coming into our gym, and they go right to the cardio because they're intimidated by our gym floor or the gym we have on the second floor.
Yeah.
We're not doing a good enough job of explaining it to them, right? And I think we need to take some onus on that. I believe there's people that go there because they look at the floor and go, I don't know how to do half those pieces of equipment or perform on them. And then I think there are a smaller percentage that go on there and go, I don't want to look like her.
Yeah.
Okay, well, guess what? You never will.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
I think Arnold said it best.
Person.
Someone walked by Arnold saying, ew, gross. And he's like, don't worry, you'll never look like me.
That's right.
Because you're not training.
I don't want to look like you.
Yeah. You're not training to look like me. You're not eating to look like me.
Yeah.
And that's what I get with a lot of clients is they're like, okay, I want to train. I don't want to look like you.
Yeah, exactly.
So it all goes back to just education.
Education is everything.
Enlightenment. It doesn't even have to be cerebral. It doesn't have to be a curriculum. It can just be enlightenment.
But how can you educate people when they're so inundated with that type of mindset of cardio and fad diets all over magazines and social media?
Add that to the layers of why our job is so difficult.
If only they had a podcast to listen to or something like that.
Right?
Where 3 handsome fellas can educate them on
Kultured Kast
episodes.
All right. So here we go. Fasted cardio. Okay. Fasted cardio versus fed cardio. Is there a difference?
No.
Absolutely zero. People think, I got to get up at 5 a.m., do my fasted cardio. People, same things.
I think that's a preference thing. Like if someone comes in,
but there's a marketing belief, pal.
Well, because if you look at bodybuilders, right? A lot of bodybuilders will do it fasted.
Yeah.
And like we've looked up studies. Me and you did a video about it before, where when you look up studies, I'll try to find it so we can reference it. But there is a difference. Fasted has a slight edge,
right?
But it's not visible to the eye.
No. And listen, being old school, because I am the old man here, I used to tell my clients, especially the ones that are trying to lose a higher percentage of body weight, do your cardio fasted. And then slowly but surely, as I re-educated myself, I'm like, no, okay. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you know what's so bad too is bad coaches. Right?
Well, hold on, buddy. That's another day. Come on. I only have 10 more minutes.
It's certain people that people think that this is someone that they can look up to for knowledge and help and stuff like that. And it's those people that are saying fasted cardio is what you need to do.
Yeah.
So like, well, have a professional telling me this is what I need to do.
Well, not only that, a lot of these online coaches, and I don't mean to bash you because I think a lot of you are fantastic and then a lot of you are quacks, is that their mentality is, I'm going to hire Corey because he's the one to look like me. No one's going to hire an online coach without the aesthetic look that they want to get to. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And then at that point, that's their credibility. It's not the programs. It's not the meal plans. It's like, and then people go, I'm having a hard time. Yeah, but don't you want to look like me?
Yeah.
And there's half a dozen of them at our gym.
Like this is what I do. So if you want to look
That's
like
right.
me, you have to do it too.
You have to do mirror
which is
exactly what I
total
do.
Garbage.
Well, no, like,
everyone's built
should
differently.
we all drink the same amount of water a day? No. Should we all eat the same amount of carbs a day? No. And it also depends on what my activity level is.
Yeah, activity level.
Those
goals,
typical trainers
weight.
that I'm referring to, rightly or wrongly, tend to sell marketing as to you want to look like me, then do as me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no,
Liver
because people
King.
are all different. Okay, I'm going to keep going. All right. Half reps. Yes or no? Is there a place for half reps, or should all exercises be full range of motion?
Okay, well, that's a loaded question.
It's a very loaded question because I'm going to hammer Corey when he gets the hammer.
So is there a benefit to like doing half reps? Yeah, if you're doing like a full rep and then a half rep, right? That's a type of
I get
set
that
right
part.
there. But if someone's range of motion is that limited,
Yeah.
then they could do a half rep to kind of build the strength and
Yeah.
more
More
mobility
rehab?
rep. Yeah, more rehab.
I would agree
Rehab,
with
but do you guys not see a lot of bodybuilders in our gym that do half reps? And I happen to think that it's beneficial for that exercise. Like it depends on. Do you do half a squat?
No,
No, but
LeBron does.
I knew he was going to say
Oh my
that.
God,
I
you're
knew
beautiful.
he was
I
gonna
know
say
MJ
that.
never did.
Yeah.
But let's say 777s in a bicep curl. 100% there's benefit
Oh
to
yeah,
that.
but that's going from half.
That's working
like, that's
into a full range of motion.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Do supplements work? And if they do, which I happen to believe they do, which ones and why?
I think some do and some are just
Marketing ploys.
marketing ploys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I agree. I think there's a certain time and place for certain supplements.
So what supplements do you guys take on a day in and day basis that our members and our viewers and listeners are going to want to know?
Protein,
Yeah.
Protein.
fish oil,
Okay.
multivitamin,
Yeah.
vitamin D, especially here in Canada.
Yeah. Especially the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, creatine,
Yeah.
magnesium at night,
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Help you sleep.
help me sleep,
Yep.
help the body recover,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Okay. What about you?
I use a multivitamin, I use creatine, and I use protein. And I honestly only think that a protein supplement is essential if you're not getting enough protein in whole foods.
Oh wait, and pre-workout. You gotta have the
Oh, yeah,
pre-workout.
pre-workout.
And isn't that funny? Because I'm dead set against pre, but it's one of the top selling supplements, if not the top, next to protein.
It's the top, yeah,
Right?
for sure.
Yeah. For volume. Okay. Do you have an exercise? Do you have to exercise every day to get the best results based on what you're trying to attain?
Every day
depends
meaning
on
like
what you're
7
trying to
days
do.
a
7
week.
days a week. We
No.
know there's people in our gyms that work out 9 days a week.
Yeah.
And I'm not being facetious. They're there twice a day.
Yeah,
I know there's such thing as overtraining, but again, I'm trying to reach out to that novice person. Do they? Because people they start 90 degrees and 90 miles an hour in January, and by January 15th, they've
gone.
done 15 days in a row.
yeah,
and they're
because
done.
they set the expectation too high.
Right.
So if someone comes in for a New Year's resolution and their goal is to get physically active, doing that once a week, they've accomplished that.
That's right.
But by setting it out, like they didn't have time to train 5-6 days a week before, and now out of nowhere they're trying to decide that
Excellent
and say, yes,
points.
I do have it.
Yep.
But now once they slip, now they're getting discouraged, and every time they slip, they're getting more and more discouraged. And I think that's why they fall
I'm going to
off.
give you percentages on that in our next episode. Okay, so I've got the 5-minute mark now. So let's go quick. True or false? Do eggs raise cholesterol?
No,
No.
False. Good. Sugary soft drinks lead to diabetes?
no,
It's true. Do nuts make you fat?
No.
No. Walking is as effective as running. I don't know
You just kinda
but
look at
believe
each
it or
other.
not, it is true.
Yeah.
It's all about load management. If you're X amount of calories you want to burn, doesn't matter how you get there as long as
Okay.
you
Right.
get there.
Yeah.
Running can be more efficient,
yes,
but
What's
it
heavier,
can be
100
as
pounds of
effective.
feathers or 100 pound of
Drinking
bricks?
fruit juice is as good as eating the fruit.
no,
No.
All wheat breads are better than white breads.
no,
No.
You can drink too much water.
Yes.
yes.
100%. I used to say
Someone died doing that.
Yeah, I used to say half your body weight in ounces. So I'm a rock hard 240. So I should drink. I know. Hey, there's no reason. for that.
soft.
Yeah, it's a bag of milk. I should drink. My mentality is 120 ounces of water a day. That's the way I used to gauge it with people
Okay.
because we should all drink different amount. Like
Yeah,
the old
yeah.
8 glasses of water a day. No, absolutely not. Okay, yogurt can ease digestive problems.
Yogurt?
Depending.
Yep. Yeah. Well, it's got probiotics. It's got a healthy bacteria and unhealthy. Should you give mouth to mouth when administering CPR?
No,
Absolutely not. It's more
Just-
effective to maintain chest compressions. Okay. Is stress the main cause of ulcers?
main
Of
cause?
ulcers?
Yes.
Potentially. Yeah.
I don't know.
Believe it or not, it's overuse of painkillers like ibuprofen and acetaminophen. Is the number
really?
one reason for ulcers. And my gut's killing me. Okay, 3 ones left. Most difficult sport to learn.
MMA.
Football.
Oh, I didn't even
that.
think football. Oh my
MMA.
God. Can turn his mic off.
Football.
No, it's not football.
Catch. You're playing catch.
Okay, no, sorry.
Yeah.
To play, to participate in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, to learn.
to learn how to play.
Literally what Jeff said.
MMA.
You're playing catch in football. I didn't even think of him. I think that's a great choice. Jiu-jitsu, karate, wrestling.
Yeah, I would
hand-to-hand boxing.
Okay.
And then when you're fighting somebody, their style is different.
I didn't think I put golf because
I was thinking more of
I
like
think golf is
I was thinking
difficult.
more of like rules, like how to like play it. But yeah, I would go wrestling.
Internet
MMA.
for our industry, is it healthy or is it noxious?
For our industry?
For our
it's
industry.
both.
I can
It's
tell you.
healthy for us to build our own businesses.
Yeah.
And build our presence so that we can get a positive
message
healthy
out.
word out
And educate.
But it is unhealthy in the fact that, you know, for every one good page, there's 100 bad pages spewing nonsense.
And I happen to think, and I've been through it personally with people in my family, it can create a level of obsession in certain aspects of our business that's extremely unhealthy. And yet it can be so educating.
God,
It can.
Well, people also go on the social media and they want to be like everyone else.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, which is scary.
Which
for teenage girls and teenage boys.
And that'll lead into one of our other episodes.
That's exactly right. Olympics. Should they be tested? Should they just be wide open? Everybody
Both.
come as you are.
Have a natural and have an enhanced, just like
Olympics.
bodybuilding.
Okay, I think that's a
I think
stupid
that would be
answer.
sick.
And I'm joking with you, but I think it should be open because they're all taking it anyways. The 8 guys that lined up for the 100-meter dash in 1988 in Los Angeles from Ben Johnson, do you think he was the only one on steroids?
No.
No, they all are. And they all always have been. And I'm going to blow your mind with what year we started testing in the next episode. But every athlete at an elite level is on a performance-enhancing drug of some sort. And you'll never convince me that there's more than 10% that are natural in the elite. If you want to get there, you have a certain level of natural ability to get there.
Yeah.
But then to get that extra, everybody
Well,
takes
it's just like bodybuilding too, right? Like even the natural
100%.
shows.
we know everyone's
running.
Okay, exit question to the next interview or to the next episode. Do performance-enhancing drugs devalue competition or create greater competition? Don't answer. See you next episode on the Cultured Kast. This episode of the Culture Cast is brought to you by Sun Emporium with 2 great locations here in Barrie, Ontario. Look them up at sunemporium.ca.